The Untended Graves is a familiar place and setting if you've played through Dark Souls 3. Most noticeably, it's far more darker than the real Firelink Shrine. With this, new questions arise, and we begin to question its purpose. As we approach where we started the game, or our grave, because do not forget, the bell not only awoke the Lords of Cinder, but also us too. We are met with a pack of Corvian, who appear to be worshipping where we are resting. Take note I didn't say rested, I'll explain why later. We make our way forward into the Champion Gundir's boss room, and we best him. His boss soul reads, "Once a champion came late to the festivities and was greeted by a shrine without fire, and a bell would not toll." Could this be another dimension? One where the fire was not linked by the lords, therefore there was no Lords of Cinder for the bell to wake, thus the Abyss has taken over. Well, let's take a look at Gundir's halberd. Halberd of Gundir the Champion, received when he was in charge with his duty. This old cast iron halberd has the power to break poise and is said to never crumble, seeming to suggest that Gundir was fated to eternal service from the beginning. We now know Gundir had a task, but what? When we meet him in the start of the game, his name is Yundex Gundir, which means judge. It also refers to Gundir himself as a scabbard, a sheath for this blade, only bequeathed to Chosen Ash. Was that his task? To carry this blade and wait for the Chosen Ashen to one day come and take it and best Gundir in combat? Is that how he judged people? As you can see, remnants of the Abyss had taken him. When we find him in the Untended Graves, there were no such mark. Did he sit through the Abyss just to fulfill his duty? Well, when looking at the ring his boss soul gives, it says, "Portion of the steel chain used to restrain Gundir. A prisoner is one who has staked everything on a belief, proclivity most apparent in the greatest of champions." So he was forced here, or a prisoner here. Perhaps he imprisoned himself. He knew the Abyss would take him, so he chained himself down until one day, us, the player, would come and not only free Gundir of his bonds, but doing so, prove that we are the Chosen Ashen. My take on this is the Untended Graves are a gateway into the past, much like Olasil in Dark Souls 1. We meet Gundir at his best, and we beat him. Maybe that's when he turned into the judge, knowing if they were to come along again, they would be powerful enough to link the fire and extend the Age of Fire. With that being said, this is all my own personal theory, and it could most likely be completely wrong. Such is the beauty of Souls games. I would love to hear your own theories in the comments. Next time I would love to look at the Firelink Shrine in the Untended Graves, and unearth any questions asked there. Until next time.